U.S. President Donald Trump's threats of annexing Canada and seizing Greenland are part of the reason Arctic defense and sovereignty is taking center stage in a federal election. But in the north, residents are also contending with persistent high food and housing costs, along with stalled infrastructure projects. So as part of our ongoing coverage of the election, we are reaching out to every premier in Canada for a look at the big issues that's on their radars. And today, we're joined by Nunavut's Premier, PJ Akeeagok. Good morning and welcome to your morning. A pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be on your program, Anne-Marie.
A real honor for us. Listen, let's talk about the North, because we've been doing it a lot lately, whether it is Trump's comments around annexing Canada or this increased presence of joint Russian and Chinese naval activity in the North. What is the feeling that that creates among our communities in the North?
Yeah, we've never seen the level of attention be given to the North. We've always known the importance we play and really what the sacrifice Inuit have done in the name of sovereignty. With real focus coming to the North, we really see an opportunity, really with the sacrifices Inuit have made in terms of either forced relocations, among other things. There's a renewed interest to the North, and it's been great to see the level of interest come, but also the opportunities that present itself as well.
Recently, Liberal leader Mark Carney pledged $6 billion for a new early warning radar system, along with $420 million to bolster the presence of the Canadian Armed Forces in the Arctic. How confident are you in Canada's ability right now to defend the North from the threats that it's currently facing?
Well, there's really two angles. We've really appreciated the visit, the symbolic and the importance of the Prime Minister coming to the North. It signified the importance for all of Canadians. So it was great to see the level of investment coming. There's really the military aspect that you talked about, which we welcome. There's a huge infrastructural gap between the North and South. But further to that, there was a significant investment of over $253 million to bolster our communities. It is through our communities that we are going to assert our sovereignty. So investments in upgrading power plants, it's investments into renewable energy, such as Akeeagok hydropower, investments into housing are really at the cornerstone of our asserting our sovereignty. So those were really welcomed investments coming to the North. We've longed for seeing investments to bolster, to create our communities to become healthier. So it's really the dual use purpose where we do see where you need to invest in the military, but also dual use infrastructures that also create the communities to become healthy and really vibrant as they can be.
Yeah, because of the remoteness of the North, you bring up a great point that the health and vibrancy of the communities is equally important and something that we should continue to watch. I want to go back to defense for just a moment. As it stands right now, how confident do you feel in Canada's ability to defend its Arctic sovereignty?
Yeah, I think there's been a big shift happen. We've longed for investments into enhancing, let's say, the Canadian Rangers. Really, they are the eyes and ears and require adequate investments, whether it's their mobility, whether it's their ability to go out in the land, to assert our sovereignty. And really, they are the frontline people, and we're so fortunate for their service and the incredible work that they do in every community across the North. So I am confident in the sense that we are starting to see investments come to the North. I think there's been some lack of investment that really put the North at a vulnerability view. But I think with these, the attention of seeing all the party leaders, three of the leaders coming up to Nunavut in the last few months, really signifies the need from all parties that we're wanting to see investments and sustained investments and long-term investments that come to it as well.
Speaking of parties, as of course, you know, we're in a federal election right now, and I wanted to share this with everybody because I'm not sure that everybody thinks of this, but Nunavut is a massive territory land-wise, but it only has one seat in Parliament. Here's what the riding looks like. This means, so that all of that area is one riding. And when you compare it to areas like, you know, Vancouver or in the GTA where they have, you know, dozens of them, it's wild to think of that landmass as only one seat in Parliament. So you get one opportunity to be heard as a territory. With Arctic sovereignty now becoming such a key issue, do you feel your territory is being given enough weight for its voice to be heard in Ottawa?
Yeah, you're right in the sense that Nunavut is 20% of Canada's landmass. You look at 30% of the coastline, 3 different time zones that span across our beautiful territory. So it is significant. It's twice the size of Ontario, to put it into perspective of Canadians. So it is a large geographic area, but we're very united in the sense that there's 25 remote communities spread across. There's no road access that connects us, but we've really pushed for an opportunity for us to be able to unify and really highlight the importance of investing in the North. Even though we do have that one seat, I feel Canadians are really paying attention now to the North, and it's been incredible to see the support from coast to coast of wanting to see investments. I think you've seen Canada nation build from coast to coast, from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast, and we haven't quite completed that nation building, and we're really seeing the unity and the solidarity to see that continue to the North. So I think there's a shift that's happening in this country, and I really feel this is our moment as a country. We're proud Canadians here. We really are. We're very patriotic. We are part of Canada. We have done our part. We have sacrificed for the flag actually right behind me in terms of what the communities have done. But I feel, even though we do have that one seat, that there's many across this country that support wanting to see Canada succeed. And I think there's so much potential in the North, but it requires significant investment into nation building. And we've really seen the support, not only as a territorial government, but with Indigenous Inuit organizations specifically, where we've identified some key projects where that really provides that certainty.
Premier of Nunavut, PJ Akeeagok, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Great to have you here on the show. And you're right, we are looking north more than ever. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.